I fancied the idea of getting into the film industry. So, from Arizona, which is where the majority of my upbringing was, me and a couple of friends moved to New Mexico, Albuquerque, and because the new film studios were there and Marvel's The Avengers was being shot there. So I was living out there, and then there was this event out in our convention, fighting convention out in Vegas that I knew a bunch of. We're not going to get into the
I don't think it was a fighting convention, but okay.
We're not going to get into details of that. But anyways, so I knew a bunch of the people who were organizing it and running it and a bunch of the teachers, so I was like, I'll be a volunteer and I'll go out and I'll help in Vegas. And Jason came with the company that he was working with at the time to Vegas. Now, we can get into the story later, but we did not like each other. More it was I was very angsty and didn't like guys at the time.
As I went up to the desk to sign everyone in, as I sit down, I realize I got this huge knife in my belt. So I take the knife out of my belt, scabbard and all, and set it on the table beside where I'm writing. And I hear this bitchy voice. Oh, that's brilliant. Put the razor sharp knife in front of the kid. And I look up, and I see this very unhappy female at the computer beside the woman that I'm working with. And then I turn further to my left, and I see that there's a child there. He's probably, I don't know, 12, 13 years old, and his dad's standing directly behind him. And I say to him, you know that's a knife? And the kid's like, yeah. And I said, you know, if you grab that, you could hurt yourself or anyone else or even kill someone if you were really irresponsible. And he said, yeah, I understand that. And I look back across the table at this woman and I say, we got it under control. And I continue to fill out all the paperwork. Now all of the people who are helping at this convention have Evil Minion shirts on, like the Evil Minions from Despicable Me. And as I get up and I say thank you to the woman who's been helping me, I turn to the woman who is a bitch and I say, see you later, Bob, because Bob's the name of one of the minions. So every time I would see this woman in the hall, I'd be like, how's it going, Bob? And I would just see her rankle. And it was probably about the third day that we were there, maybe the second day. I see her walking down this very narrow hallway, and I'm like, oh, she can't ignore me now. And so as I walk by, how's it going, Bob? And she turns around, Bob has a name! And I was like, uh-huh. And I turned and walked away and ignored her completely. Later that night, they had a meet and greet as the official opening of the convention. And I saw this woman talking with some other people. And I walked up and I poked her on the shoulder. She turns around, what? What is it? I say. What's what? Your name. Lyndsay. And don't forget it, because I'm never telling you again.
Didn't like him, but I was a massage therapist and he had a bad back. And so, in the end, I ended up friending him on Facebook because he knew people in the film industry, and that's just how you make it in the industry, is because you know people. So I friended him on Facebook. We ended up talking. He flew me out, and on day 2, we knew we were going to be married.
She wanted me. The very moment she saw me, she wanted me. Love at first sight. That's the real story about how Lyndsay and I met.